Hello, all you tiny people that live in my computer or my phone or whatever it is in this situation. I'm Finn. Ignore the giant forehead. I'm aware. I know I look like an alien. Me hoy, me noy, all that. I got out of the shower. My hair's really thick and really wet, so it's up. Leave me alone. There's a cat. Hello, the king. Today, I'm talking about the most underrated FNaF game because I like it a lot. I'm talking about FNaF World. FNaF World was an RPG posted in 2015 by Scott Cawthon whenever he was done with the first four Five Nights at Freddy's games. And it was before the books and stuff, I believe. And I love FNaF World. FNaF World is one of my favorite games, period. That's just like, A, it's like my third favorite FNaF game. B, based like just the way the RPG works, the way Scott makes RPGs, it's just probably my like top 50 favorite games ever. I think all of the character designs are adorable. I think all of the enemy designs are super fun. I think the endings have really nice like connotation to them. I think like everything about FNaF World is fucking amazing. FNaF World is fun. It's pretty. It has like undertones of some serious stuff like the typical games do, but it also doesn't dive too deep into that, and it stays lighthearted and fun. For example, Scott Cawthon himself is the final boss of the game, and I think that's super like intriguing, as is alongside there's like some commentary on how his life changes throughout the game's existing, and some commentary about how he feels he needs to be and how he feels he needs to change and how hard he needs to work and all these things. And I think that's really creatively, it must have been super fulfilling for him. Scott also just really likes making RPGs. It's the type of stuff that he made before the FNaF stuff. It's the type of stuff that he likes to make for him and his children to just play. So I mean, there's a fair bit of like there's a fair bit of empathetic fun for like us feeling happy and excited about Scott having fun making something again. And I can't imagine what type of fulfillment Scott must have gotten for the type of creative fulfillment that Scott must have gotten from making something like that, like he used to, after such a long period of time of focusing solely on Five Nights at Freddy's and on horror and whatnot. Also, the attacks in the game are just fun. They have fun names. You can play the game in so many different ways. Like, you can play the game pretty simple. Just use the characters with strong moves or whatever. You can challenge yourself. You can use RNG only moves such as escape key, water hose, unscrew. You can play with or without the bites. The bites change the game basically. Like there's the bee bites, which just do damage. There's the health bites, the Reaper bites, which are an RNG. They can kill anything. Boss drain is a bite. Block is a bite. UFO is a high damage bite. Then there's two extra bites you can get. One is a pearl you can get from fishing a bunch, and it like regens your health. And then there is a bite that is a fan that shoots lasers. It's a very goofy game. It's like one of, if not the first games I would play if I had like an actual setup to record game stuff. Is I would probably stream FNaF World because I love that game. You can play without those bites. You can get the upgrades of armor. You can choose not to do that. You can beat the game with the starter characters. You can beat the game without leveling up. You could beat the game without ever dying. You can, like, there's a million fucking ways to play the game. And then there's also the Halloween DLC, which comes with super overpowered characters, a fairly hard boss fight, a bunch of mini games. There is a shitload of endings to the game. There's the Chipper ending, which is a reference to one of Scott's old games, Chipper and Sons. There is the basic like beat Scott ending. There is the universe end, where two Fredbears talk to each other and implode. There is the Old Man Consequences ending. There is... What else is there? I know there's a couple more. Hard mode gives you a special ending. I just don't remember it. But like, there's a bunch of endings. I think the variety of character like types is fun because there's a couple healers. Gift boxes is goated. It makes it where like when somebody dies, they can just immediately come back. People have things like Mimic Ball, which is a little ball that just like does whatever you do. Are you okay, buddy? I gave you your medicine already. Are you alright? You okay, bud? Okay. Like, there's a bunch of different ways to play the game. It's pretty... I think a lot of the hate that the game got back in 2015 was mostly because of it not being a normal FNAF game. Because we have FNAF 1, 2, 3, 4. And then everybody was like, okay, cool, this guy's making a new game, what is it? And then it was not FNAF. And then right after FNaF World was Sister Location, which is a very divisive game. I myself think it's okay. There are some people who think it's like one of the best, and then there are people who just straight don't like it. I think it's alright. If I were to rank all the FNAF games, that one would not be at the top of the list. But like, I love FNaF World. I love watching speedruns of it. I love watching Nuzlockes of it. I love watching the things with like difficulty 20. Which Astral Spriff did. Who did the difficulty 1000? Who did that? I'm looking that up. Who did that? FNaF World difficulty 1000. Who was that? No, not that one. Who was it? Who the fuck did it? Kubo 2. Kuba 2? I'm gonna say Kuba 2. Koubotwo, because they did 1000 difficulty, and then they went and did 100,000 difficulty, and like that sort of stuff's fun. There's like weird challenges you can do. The difficulty changes. It's just such a underrated gem of a game, and it flies under the radar really heavily, pretty much because it's not FNAF. It wasn't FNAF 5, so people were upset. But I think it's a tremendous game. And I think there are some people with similar thoughts. There's some people who don't like it. And there's like Astral Spiff, he's into it. Dawko really liked it. I feel like Fusion Z Gamer enjoyed it. I think the Ryans of 8-Bit Gaming did. I don't know. Pretty sure they enjoyed it. But like, I love FNAF World. If and when I get the ability to stream games to you guys, that's like up there on the list because that's such a fun game. I would probably stream like 100%ing that, like beating all of it, and then probably do like a speed run of it. I want to start doing speed runs. That's not the point of this. Thank you guys for your time, for your support, for your effort, for everything that you do to help me. Shout out to the one person who's on my Patreon. I appreciate you so very much. Shout out to everybody down in the Discord. Speaking of, if you're interested in the Discord or the Patreon, check down in the description. I'll be seeing you dudes in a little bit. Bye-bye. I said, it's been doing this, man. I pressed the button